and we've got a lot to talk about today in both the NFL and the NBA. So let's get started with the Lions' big win on Sunday, if you want to call it that. The Lions beat the no-name Washington football team 30-27 on a 59-yard field goal off Matt Prater's kick, which we barely won that game. And if you want to talk about that last drive, I cannot express how angry I was. And I
was going to say, are you talking about our defense last drive?
Yes, the last defensive drive. Well, yes, thank you. The last defensive drive with Washington driving down the field. I was literally pounding my hands on my coffee table and how furious I was because, like, going into this game, I really didn't have a lot of expectations. I was like, it's football team. I mean, we might win, we might lose. It's whatever. Whatever. And then we jump out to this huge lead. I'm like, cool, we got a 24-3 lead. We might actually blow someone out for the first time. I mean, it is the football team, but still, we might actually have a chance. And then same thing happens every game. We give up this huge lead because our defense sucks, but like I said, our defense sucked giving up that huge lead, but on that last defensive drive, we had them on third down, I think 5 separate times. One of them was a fourth down, and the refs just kept giving it to them. Like, I swear that one pass interference.
Fox's expert Mike Pereira even said on that pass interference that was clean. It should not have been called.
Yes, the Desmond Trufant phantom pass interference, and then there was a phantom holding call, which as soon as they threw the flag, every single player was like, what is going on? What could have possibly been called? And then they said holding. I forget who the holding was even on. At that point, the refs were just giving them the game. But like I said, somehow, which we'll talk about later, our offense actually looked good, kind of against a pretty much decent defense in the last defensive drive. The Lions won again on against a very bad football team who had a good defense, but we'll get into that later in the episode. But I don't think I can remember a win that felt as much of a loss as this one did. And this is kind of a win that has split the fan base, where there's two sides of the Lions fans who on one side want us to win every single game and want to enjoy every little bit of success that we can string together. And then there's the other half who think that we should just lose out and try to get just a couple higher picks of a draft pick because they think that one player is going to change the entire franchise around, which can lead us into the whole Okuda pick over Tua and Herbert. But that's a whole different conversation. We can get into that at a different time.
I'm just saying that Patricia and Bob Quinn are trying to show that they deserve to keep their jobs. They need to go out there and win games.
Yes.
We beat the Washington football team. Not that big of an accomplishment. And letting them come back that way, it's not an accomplishment. This did not help Patricia no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we can go out and string together some good games and actually beat the Carolina Panthers, beat the Vikings the next time we play them, come close to the Packers, beat the Bears. Like, if we can actually win out, which I'm not saying I think we can, because I am not optimistic about this team at all. I want Patricia gone. But I'm just saying, if Patricia can actually show that he can win, and, like, they're trying to win
against good teams,
and he's trying to save his job, then play for the win. Play to win games. Like, you don't just give up.
Yes, of course. And again, I'm an optimistic fan, and I feel like that I can never root for a team to lose no matter what. Even last year when we were 3 and whatever, those last few games of the year, I still wanted us to win. I just
I didn't. I wanted us to lose because I wanted the higher draft pick. I want to Chase Young. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, I want to Chase Young too. But again, last year's a whole different story. But I'm just saying, like, I watch every game hoping to win. I sit and watch every game. Unfortunately, I suffer through it every Sunday and put myself through that misery, and I just want them to win. So I can never root for them to lose. It's enjoying, even if it means nothing. Like, if we would have won the last game of the season last year, it would have meant nothing except for, like you said, maybe dropping us down a few picks in the draft. But still, it feels good to have a win. Even though, like I said, it doesn't feel like a win, it's still a win, and it does feel better to be on the winning side than on the losing side.
I mean, for you optimistic fans, we are 4-5. We are right there in playoff contention, but we're right there to say if Seattle keeps losing or...
Well, the Saints just lost Drew Brees, too.
So we can get lucky and make the playoffs, but it's Patricia needs to be able to coach and get us the wins that we need. I don't believe in that.
Yeah. We'll see. But like I said, I agree. I don't think Matt Patricia's a coach, and there's a lot